Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and today's recording is coming a little late because, real frankly, I just haven't been feeling well today. So, to explain that, and yes, I'm going with the good old shadow appearance because, hell, I earned it and I like it, and I just really want to toy around with it. So there we go. But last night, my buddies and I went to a show, and it was a lot of fun. We got to see Seven Kingdoms, we saw Aftertime, we saw another band called Plague the Stars, which, you know, very interesting vocal style that they used. It was, you know, traditional vocals being backed by some very interesting guitar work. Then there was another band, but I seem to forget their names, which should tell you about how much impact they had on my evening. But the idea being that the show wasn't the problem. But for some reason, after the show, I started to feel really ill. Like, just really nauseous for, as far as I can tell, no reason, because the only thing I had while I was at the show was a bottle of water. There we go. More dragons. Yes, how are you enjoying not being able to reach me? Owie. So, I actually ended up having to call out from work, and much of my day today was spent just resting and trying my best to recover so that I can continue to have a normal week for the rest of the week. But yeah, that wasn't fun. For whatever reason, something turned my stomach the wrong way. Yeah. So that's why today's recording session is coming so late. We have a nice little storm of dragons here. Oh wait, what? I didn't even see him like hide down there. Meaning it's very possible that I am I mean, to be fair, I'm already out of sorts because I haven't been feeling well. But yeah, today's been mostly a day of sleeping and regenerating. Which, yes, does mean it's back to work tomorrow, but honestly, I wasn't even planning on skipping out on work today. I was totally planning on going in, and then my body said, "Oh, where do you think you're going, Sonny Jim?" And I wanted to be like, "I'm going to work." And it said, "Oh, fuck that shit. You're not going anywhere except for where I tell you." So yeah, today's been a very interesting combination of uneventful and tiring. But I'm hoping that things go a little bit better now. I am at the moment at least feeling more normal than I was before. I'm hoping that doesn't stop anytime soon. Now, the obvious question is, hey, why were you feeling so bad? And I wish I had an answer for you. Like I said, all I had while I was at the show was a bottle of water, so... Now, to be fair, this is the first show I had been to in a long time, so it's very possible that my body was just reacting to the idea that this is the first time I've really thrown myself into a concert, and yeah, it's definitely been a while since I've exerted myself that much, because there is a lot of dancing, a lot of headbanging. It was a good time, at least until the throw-up happened. I'm sure there's a lot of you going, Dark Sage, too much information, why are you telling me that? Mostly because this is just me being honest. And I'm sorry if it rubs you the wrong way, but trust me when I say that this isn't meant for me to gross you out. This is pure honesty, baby. I'm dumb. Alright, so on to other details. This run is a build that was brought to me on my Discord by Revan, so thank you very much. Alright, sorry about that. I was doing a little reading. But yes, this... So thank you very much to Revans for, you know, just dropping such an interesting suggestion. The idea, of course, being that if you time everything properly, you can get tons of water dragons on the screen to perform your crowd. Because Dragonfall, of course, absorbs other Dragon Arcana, and casts them out, but it doesn't do that to your signature. So if you have a signature Dragon Arcana, you can use that in... That was stupid. You can use that, and it won't go away. So, Dragonfall basically just allows you to, with some luck, build other Dragon Arcana on top of it. And that, of course, being Dragon Arc, Dragon Surge, Dragon Dive. I want to say one of them is Dragon Storm, but I'm not sure. And then Dragon Circuit. This, of course, being Dragon Surge. So Dragon Arc is fire, Dragon Circuit is electricity, Dragon Dive is earth, Dragon Blast is what I was thinking of. So that's the wind one. Then the earth one is Dragon Dive. Or did I get that out of place? Arc, Blast, Circuit, Surge, Dive. Okay. And then for his build, he used the Fall Limited Edition Robe combo, so I am doing the same thing. Though I'm not gonna lie, I would have preferred using either Hope or Awe for this to boost the damage of my critical hits, or to boost the number of critical hits, because even though Dragon Surge does a really good job in crowd control, its damage is really light, and I would have very much preferred something to help improve the damage against bosses. We're definitely taking that. But this isn't necessarily my build, this is Revan's build. And I also get the idea that perhaps I'm a little bit too into being aggressive. Like, I far prefer damage output and critical hit chances over most anything else. And whereas I think a lot of people would agree with me, I think some people might say that I take it a little too far, though I'm not really sure I agree with that sentiment. don't get me wrong, there's a lot of really good defensive tools out there. But I typically like to build up a good offense because I'm generally good at using my... I'm typically very good at using my dash and movement to evade damage, which is why I prefer spells that... Which is why I typically prefer... Definitely take that. And we've got another good offensive option, albeit another slow one, so I have to be very careful with how I use it. Also, I just realized that the breezy canvas is probably kind of useless for this build, so oops. Oopsie poopsie and a scoopsie. There we go. I mean, not the greatest help in the world, but it's something. And I suppose, let's hop back here and grab Ice Seekers. Even if I only end up using them temporarily, it's still a bonus. Plus, it'll freeze enemies, which is going to be very useful. There we go. Thank you, water dragons. Yay, I don't want that. Alright. So I will say that I like the build. It doesn't necessarily play out to all of my greatest strengths, but it's still doing a fine job. But when I'm asking you guys to make builds, I'm not asking you to make them with my sensibilities in mind. Because one of the things I like doing is I like trying to understand what other people have put together. I mean, twin turbines is definitely a good idea. I would say twin turbines would definitely work out better than the Ice Seekers. Don't get me wrong, the Seekers have their place, but... that place was certainly not there. Yep, you guys can just finish that job. I'm fine with that. Yay, I'm smart! Now, to clarify something, I am not saying that this build isn't doing enough damage. What I am saying is that I would have preferred something different to work this combo with. That having been said, it seems to be doing a fine job. And it is fun just throwing out a bunch of dragons and letting them just be the ultimate arbiters of, you know, doling out pain and justice. Yay, I'm still smart! Now my controller is just mocking me, as it tends to do. And y'all have already kind of made fun of that, and you know what? I get it. Just understand that I'm not the sort of person to make excuses. My controller really does seem to hate me. I do think that Twin Turbine is more important than that, but if I can afford to get both, I will. Hello, Doctor. Oh, there's so many options. See, I'm typically a big fan of helping out Dr. Song with her research, and that's not even just my, you know, pro-science bones talking, that's just Dr. Song is a very helpful NPC. Now, I wish I could choose what I got rid of, because if I just go back and give her something, she's going to almost undoubtedly give me, or undoubtedly take Dragonfall. So, because of the robe I'm using and its effect, and because there's a good chance that, so the high reward option that I could get from her would be either critical placebos, or Elixir of Might. Both of those would be freaking top tier. Thank you, controller. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen. So, it's a higher gamble. Megalodon Tooth would be the more consistent pick. Even if it doesn't trigger often, it would trigger often enough that the swarm of dragons would just do a lot of work for me. So, I am going to go with that, and I hope it works out. There's a small part of me saying that I should have gone for the higher end play. Because with this robe, Elixir of Might would be on basically 100% charge most of the time. As long as you're not taking, like, a huge litany of stupid hits. Alright, so I'm definitely thinking that I want Thundering Chain over Ball Lightning. And not just because of the bad whiff, it's because it's got less of a startup time and is, to me, a little bit more reliable. $162 damage critical hit? Yeah, we take those. Well, I mean, I have to take this just because it's... First of all, I'm not going to take any extra damage thanks to the limited edition robe. More importantly than that, I already have the Assassin's Edge, or Assassin's Blade, I believe it's called. So, it's just perfect. Son of a bitch. Also, I'd like to point out that even though that looks like it came nowhere near hitting, it somehow still hit. So the hitbox on Dragonfall is much larger than it seems like it should be. So it's a little bit safer to use than it seems, but I mean, take that for what it's worth, because it's still a very slow Arcana. You definitely need to be working that with another dragon in order for it to really be effective. Oh, you jerks. There we go, Megalodon Tooth doing what it's supposed to do. I mean, by itself, Dragonfall is one of those Arcana that I would put like at a B or a C tier. When merged with other dragons, however, it starts to become better and better. It's definitely a very unique take on an Arcana, and I very much enjoy using it. I was just thinking about Infinity Marble. It's like, you know, alongside Megalodon Tooth, Infinity Marble would be awesome, because then I can just hold all those charges until I feel like using them. Lo and behold, look what showed up. And then, yes, I am going to buy Thundering Chain, because to me, it's just plain better than Ball Lightning. Now, by all rights, I can definitely see an argument against that point. Because Ball Lightning definitely has the higher end damage and more range. But it's also got longer startup, which makes it hard to use in tough situations. And the huge knockback isn't always what you need. Oh no. God damn it. Man, that's a waste of a good run. And that is why Shu is the most dangerous boss in the game. Don't believe anyone who says, "Oh, he's not that dangerous." Bullshit. Shu is one of the worst bosses to run into, especially if you have the limited edition robe combo, because his signature, if he traps you like he did to me, that's easily more than 100 damage before you can even think about starting to regen. So call out anyone who says that Shu isn't that difficult and tell them, bull fucking shit. And that was a really good run too, but oh well, you can't win them all. So thank you guys very much for watching. This is going to be kind of a short one. Blame it on me being sick to my stomach if you want, or just blame me for being stupid, whichever one you like. And do the usual, like, comment, subscribe, share this video with others, help spread the word around. Come visit me on social media, and don't forget to take the Wizard of Metal poll where you'll be deciding the next form of the wizard. The link to that will also be in the description of my video. I love you guys very much for coming to check out my vids, and I will catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you.